So in your opinion, if one of the global big players sticks to ECC, I'm thinking like big company, let's say like, I don't know, one of the great big companies that's running ECC, like Microsoft or an Apple or a Coke or gosh, I can go on and on and on. Do you believe that SAP will postpone the 2027 deadline and support for a longer period? Because they did do it for COVID.
So we all know that from when we were ERP and it went to ECC, it went to ECC. They did not stick on to ERP. Do you think that customers running ERP 4.6 today?
Yeah.
Of course there are. But is SAP supporting them? Probably not.
Right.
And maybe the customers are themselves supporting it, or they're just having that because they don't have a motivation to move. But most of the customers I know have a lot of ECCs, have S4, and they may have one tiny S4 HANA stuck in a corner because of legacy. It's there.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, you think about the big picture. Why would you stay in ECC? What will you gain by staying in ECC? The whole world is moving. Look at what happened with COVID. The whole way the world works changed overnight.
Yeah.
How many companies survived that COVID wave? The companies that were agile and could know how to work on the cloud were the first ones that survived. And I'll give you one live example. Vendor onboarding is a very important task. You have SAP MDG, you onboard a vendor, and it's a fairly complex process, but it is a very important process. And it's simple that all of you will understand. Guess what happened during COVID? A lot of the big suppliers could not supply to the companies that wanted it. And what did the companies have to do? They had to be agile and try to onboard more suppliers in. Just imagine what would happen if you didn't have Ariba and MDG. You could not scale up fast. And with a cloud, with S4HANA, people could scale up rapidly. And a customer that I'm talking about was managed to onboard about 200 customers a year, managed to onboard 2,000 customers in 1 month after COVID so that his business could run, because his existing 10,000 suppliers, 8,000 could not deliver him what he wanted.
Ah, that makes sense.
So he was able
supply chain was crazy too. I mean,
yes, you have to.
I mean, look at the toilet paper thing. That was hilarious. I mean,
so I would say if every customer in the world had S4HANA running with a proper IBP or a proper supply chain tool, I do not think that outage of having empty shelves would have ever happened. But then that's not the way the world is. So the person asking the question, will SAP extend the support? Think what happens if another pandemic like COVID or something else hits us. Is your company going to be ready for it? Don't look at what's the past. Look at what's the future. Look at where the world is moving to. And we are seeing a shift from ECC to S4. It's been a gradual shift, but a shift is happening. The earlier majority was in ECC. Slowly, the majority is eroding as people are moving to S4 and getting the benefits of S4. Now, the problem is not, should I move to S4HANA? It's the customer who's already in S4HANA said, which version should I move to in S4HANA? When do I upgrade to my next version? That's where the momentum is. So a customer is on 1610 or 1709 is upgrading to 2021, planning upgrade to 2022. That's where the movement is happening. So if you are saying, oh, I'm on ECC, will SAP extend it from 2020 to 2030? They might even extend to 2035, but then
I know customers still running R2. I mean,
R2. But you don't want to be a dinosaur in the race. You really need to be up there, challenging, and working with it. And think about it. SAP S4HANA is just one environment that your client base has. You have success factors or Workday for your HR. You have Ariba or Coupa for your procurement. You already have it. It's already being used. CRM, look at how many customers are using Salesforce today, how many customers are using C4HANA today, right? And then look at APO. How many people are using APO versus how many people have moved on to O9 and Alexis and IBP? That movement has already happened. So why should your ECC lag behind?